Wonderhussie here, coming to you live from the middle of nowhere. Okay, I'm not actually live, and that's because it's real windy outside today, and so I don't think our internet would be fast enough for me to do a live stream. But I had to scramble to come up with some kind of last-minute video anyway, because I started posting one video on Wednesdays and one on Fridays to kind of split them up. You know, for years I just did 2 videos on Wednesday, and I thought that was just fine, you know, kind of like an old-fashioned double feature. But I had a friend advising me on the ways of social media, and she said it would be better for my SEO if I broke it up and released one video on Wednesdays, one video on Fridays. Okay, fine, no problem. Oh, well, that's what I thought. Turns out there's all kinds of unforeseen problems with that line of thinking, especially when it comes to last-minute requests for help. Okay, I don't want to be one of those channels that's always asking people for help, always asking people to donate to this and donate to that. But golly, it seems like that's what's happened lately. I mean, first, we had our local volunteer fire department fundraiser flea market, which was awesome, and a bunch of you guys showed up, and I appreciated that so much because, like I said in the video recap I made, I was nervous that no one was going to come, you know? Just because a bunch of people showed up at our thing last year doesn't necessarily mean a bunch of people are going to show up this year. And the town that I live in, well, they kind of glommed onto the fact that I'd be able to bring in a big crowd. And so I really would have felt like a massive loser had nobody showed up. But thankfully they did. A bunch of people showed up. It was great. We raised a bunch of money for the fire department. And then I went to the Baghdad Cafe, if you watched that video I made. It's a really cool, historic, iconic roadside diner on Old Route 66 in Newberry Springs, a couple miles south of here. And I had been out there before, back in 2017, and made a video, had breakfast, had a great time. Well, they reached out to me and asked me if I could come do another video because, well, if you watched it, you know, they're having a hard time. They're trying to put on a new roof. They needed money. So I said, sure, I'll come out and help you. So then I made another video, I think immediately after my flea market one, asking you guys to help again. And I can't believe how generous the people who watch this channel are. I ended up raising, so far, I think the Baghdad Cafe, they have a GoFundMe to get a new roof put on. I think they're already at $11,000 of $20,000. In fact, they might already be up to 12. I haven't checked in a few hours. So that actually made me feel really good about myself. You know, I like using my platform to help people, especially people like the folks that run that Baghdad Cafe. I mean, if you watch that video, it's the sweetest little old lady who owns it, and then she has this super sweet guy named Mark helping her out, and they just seem like such honest, hardworking, well-intentioned folks that were slammed by the pandemic and all these other misfortunes that came their way. So it made me feel really good that you guys were cool enough to chip in a little bit and help them out. But that was 2 videos in a row where I was asking people to pitch in and donate, and I really don't like asking for money. I don't even like asking people to like and subscribe. You know, it just feels unseemly. Okay, maybe I was just raised well by my mom, but I'm not a beggar, and, you know, constantly making these videos going, oh, can you guys please chip in for the fire department? Oh, can you guys please chip in for this little old lady in her cafe? Oh, well, guess what? It happened again immediately after I got back from the Baghdad Cafe. I got roped into the search and rescue mission for Dennis Burton. If you watched the video I just posted on Wednesday, this guy went missing in the Panamint Valley in Death Valley. They think he had dementia and his truck ran out of gas in Goler Wash. It's a bad scene, man. He's 69 years old. This was in end of September 2022. So he's almost certainly passed away somewhere out there. And so it's a recovery mission. They're all out there looking for his bones. Now that kind of came to me last minute. And so I thought, oh, okay, yeah, sure. I'll go out there and help you guys look for him, and I'll help publicize the search and post another video asking for help. And so I did. I busted my ass to get it out in time because I just went out there on Monday, and it was an all-day long trip. It takes 3 hours to drive to the Panamint Valley from here. So we drove out there, looked around, I filmed, then came back. Then I had to edit it into something interesting for people to watch, because that's the challenge with all these "can you please help us" videos. They have to be fun or no one's gonna watch them to even find out help is needed. Anyway, I guess I accomplished my mission. I finished editing the video. It came out good, and I posted it. Well, I posted it on Wednesday, the same day that I posted the Baghdad Cafe video. Now, normally, I would have waited until Friday to post it, but they were trying to recruit searchers to go out there this weekend, March 2nd and 3rd, and so I thought, I better just post it on Wednesday. That way it'll give folks enough notice to pack up their rigs if they want to come out there and get there in time to help out. Pardon me. Anyway, I did. I stayed up real late 2 nights in a row editing. It was a tough video to edit because there was so much going on, but I got it out in time. And then go figure. Now the weather forecast calls for some kind of crazy storm in Death Valley. In fact, I'll show you. It's real windy outside today. Watch, the wind probably died down just in time for me to shoot this. Yeah, sure enough. Wind chimes are hardly blowing. Bushes are hardly blowing. You'll just have to take my word for it that it has been extremely blustery, and it's about to become even more so. Which means the search in Panamint Valley might end up getting cut off or canceled or postponed, and now I feel like an idiot for putting out the call for volunteers to come out to a very desolate and remote part of the country in inclement weather. I'm not trying to put anyone's lives in danger. I'm just trying to help, and at the time we did the search, I guess they didn't know a storm was blowing in, so if you watched that video, and if you were planning to go out to the Panamint Valley to help them search, I don't even know, I mean, as far as I know, they're already out there looking. A bunch of people already went out there, so I guess what I'm saying is proceed at your own risk. Anyway, all of that is just to say that I apologize for posting so many videos in a row asking for help. This is not a charity channel. I know people turn to YouTube for distraction, entertainment. You just want to see me roaming around exploring beautiful parts of the desert. You probably don't want to watch me hunkered down in my closet/office. Which, just as a reminder, that's what's going on here. I have to store half my clothes in my office because my little shack does not have a built-in closet. But I'm making it work. And I thought, since I need something to post on Friday, just so everybody remembers that I do post videos on Wednesdays and Fridays. I think there's probably still a lot of people who don't realize I changed my format, because there's a lot of people who haven't subscribed to my channel, because I'm not constantly banging people over the head to please hit that like button and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, you wouldn't know that, yes, I do release videos on Wednesday and Friday now. So I had to put something up on Friday just so people wouldn't think I went back to posting 2 videos on Wednesday, which I did this week, but it was just because people needed help. Which, of course, I'm happy to help if I can. I just don't want it to become one of those things where all I'm ever doing is begging for money or assistance, because we all know those kind of channels are no fun at all to watch. So let me switch gears now and talk about some good news. The best news in my life right now, and this is just in my personal life, is that my skin finally cleared up. I can finally go in close without being embarrassed. I had a terrible acne outbreak right around Christmas, I guess it started. And so for the whole month of January, I looked like a friggin' pizza, and half of February. But I tried a new line of skincare products, this lady Jill Gorman out of Utah, and this was not cheap, but apparently it worked. I mean, it's very cumbersome. It's a multi-step process. You gotta put this on and that on. You gotta rub an ice cube on your face and change your pillowcase every other day and quit eating dairy, quit eating soy. Well, I did it. I followed it pretty closely. And I don't know if it was that did it, or if my hormones just settled down, or if it's really just benzoyl peroxide, good old-fashioned benzoyl peroxide. So this little jar here, I think, costs probably about $35, maybe even more. I think you could probably get it cheaper if you just used plain old benzoyl peroxide from acne.org, which is what I'm going to try next, because golly, I am frugal. I'm not rich, but thinking about how much money I raised for other people in the last few days. Made me think that, gee, if I did constantly hammer on people to smash that subscribe button and hit the like and all that, maybe I would have enough money to continue using Jill Gorman. Either way, I'm just happy that my face cleared up because it makes a huge difference in one's self-esteem. Anyone who's ever suffered from acne knows what I'm talking about. I mean, it's hard to even look somebody in the face, let alone broadcast your face on the internets, oftentimes real close up. You know, I'm holding my selfie stick and I hold it as far from my face as I can, but you know, a lot of times you get real up close and personal with me, and then people send me photos of them watching my videos on big screen TVs, and it's like, ah! So anyway, I'm just very happy that my skin is back to normal. Now, unfortunately, we need to move on to the main purpose of this video, which is me warning you about scammers. That's right, scammers. There are multiple fake accounts pretending to be me on the interwebs. And I already made a video talking about this probably 2 years ago now, but apparently not everybody watched it because I get emails almost literally every day going, hey, you told me to inbox you and I would win a prize. Listen, okay, here's my official Facebook page, wonderhussie. You can see my name is wonderhussie. You can see my profile picture is my magic donkey. Well, there are some fake wonderhussies. Like there's, let me see, this one is called wonderhubby. A lot of people seem to have fallen for this, and like, how on earth are you falling for something like this? Okay, the name is wonderhubby. How could you possibly confuse wonderhussie with wonderhubby unless you're not reading? Well, apparently some people do not read well. So here's wonderhubby. You can see wonderhubby has the same header picture and the same profile picture, but it's obviously not me. I mean, if you go to look at their friends. It's all Vietnamese people. Lien, Nguyen, Hong Vuong, Nguyen Tran, and Duong. I mean, I clicked on some of these the other day just out of fun. Like, it's some Vietnamese couple that got married. You click on their picture. Wonderhubby said, Ba me chong tuong lai kum nam day ra. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly because I don't speak Vietnamese, nor do I leave Facebook comments in Vietnamese on some random Vietnamese people's wedding picture. Or I don't know, maybe it's not a wedding picture. Maybe looks like this guy might be graduating from some kind of military academy or something. Either way, it ain't me. Okay, then there's another one that's Now you might notice mine, see, you, that's me, wonderhussie. It's all one word. Well, what if I write wonderhussie as 2 words? Let's see what comes up. Okay, here's one. Wonderhussie. It's got a banner picture that is me. You just can't see my eyes. And then it's got a different picture of me as the profile. But again, let's go to the friends. Or the photos. Look at that. It's all, well, aside from me and Paul McCartney, it's all black people. And I don't even think they're real black people. Look at that. It's like a freaking cartoon. But, you know, wonderhussie. See, fine girl, wonderhussie replied. Thank you, dear. Again, not me. Okay, then we go back out down to their friends, and this particular imposter, they look like they're all African to me. Dan Baba, Ribetnan, Sylvester, Anisildi, Gentle God Save McFwings Nakoa, Jelkias Mengset, Amos Esther from Nigeria. Okay, that was my understanding, that all these fake Facebook accounts are from West Africa. This isn't just a problem I'm having. A bunch of YouTubers are having this issue because, I mean, to their credit, these savvy people figured out that, oh, these YouTubers have all these people following them that might not be on top of things technologically speaking. And so they take advantage of their fan bases by pretending to be these YouTubers. And so another YouTuber actually engaged with one of his fake profiles, like got a conversation going, and he ended up paying the guy. I can't remember the name of the channel. It was a really interesting video. He made a video about it. But he ended up paying the guy $100 or whatever just to tell him, like, so how are you doing this? Why are you doing this? How does it work? And the guy said he lived in Ghana or West Guinea or someplace in Africa. And he was supporting his whole family by bilking this YouTuber's followers pretending to be him. Because a lot of the followers just don't realize they're well-intentioned, but they send money and they think they're going to win a prize. And this guy uses the money to put his family through school, and feed himself, which is great. I'm happy that he found a way to make a living, and I do have to give him credit for being clever enough to scam people like that, but it's just dishonest, And so my assumption was that all these fakes were based out of West Africa, but apparently not, because you just saw that Vietnamese one. So yeah, you got to be careful with the wonderhussey, 2 words. In fact, I think there's one more. Let me see. Wonderhussey, 2 words. This guy here. I think this guy, his name really is wonderhussey, because he's not trying to be me. I mean, you can see there's a picture of him. And he's not trying to use any pictures of me to get followers or anything. I think he's had the name wonderhussey for a while, so maybe that's just his last name. Which, if that's the case, then he's probably mad at me for stealing his name. Well, then you also have to be careful for fake accounts that it is all one word, wonderhussey, but they'll be tricky and they'll put like an extra Y on it. Let's see if one of those comes up. Oh, I don't see it. Let me see. Let me try this way. I'll try 3 S's. Just a minor misspelling. Sometimes. Oh, I love this chick. Here, look at this chick. Kate Wonderhuss. I don't know if this chick is for real or what. Like, she only has 1 photo up. And I don't think she put it up in October 2022. And it's super blurred out, so you can't even see if it's really her. But who is this mysterious Kate Wonderhuss from Adelaide, South Australia? Asking my Australian fans to be on the lookout for an imposter down under pretending to be me. There's only one wonderhuss, and that's me, wonderhussey. So if anyone claiming to be me reaches out to you on Facebook, you actually have to be really careful and maybe actually even click on their name and check it out for yourself. I mean, make sure all their friends aren't West African or Vietnamese or whatever. I mean, you can see here, how many followers I have, and it looks legit. And I guess there used to be a way you could get a blue check mark to verify. In fact, I think I can show you that on my personal page. Okay, this is my personal Facebook page account. Don't add me as a friend, blah, blah, blah. I don't check it. But see how there's a blue check mark after it? That shows that I actually had to submit my ID, my driver's license, and it's really me. Digital creator, there's me. But unfortunately, they won't do that for my wonderhussey page because it doesn't say wonderhussey on my driver's license. And so I tried submitting my certificate of trademark. Like, please, it's not like I'm trying to, be cool by having a blue check mark. I just want a blue check mark so people will know it's really me and they won't fall for these stupid scams anymore. I mean, I'm telling you, I spend a lot of time just about every day replying to people's emails going, oh, I'm so sorry, it's not really me, it's a scammer, please ignore it, don't ever give anyone any money. And I'll say it here again, if you ever get a comment or a message from me and you think it's from me but you're not sure, email me. Okay, I've said this before. I mean, in fact, I'll show you. You can probably see up here on my Gmail tab that I have open, that I have over, look, 12,126 unread emails. Well, I respond to as many of them as I can, but I just don't physically have the time nor the mental capacity to answer all of them. But I do check that email pretty much every day. So if you ever have a question about, is this really you? Email me, wonderhussey@gmail. I'm probably going to regret even saying this email address because then I'll have 13,000 unread emails. But if you email me asking if it's a scam, I will respond to you. I mean, I post things on Facebook and I respond to comments every now and then, but not very often because I don't have that much time. So be very, very careful if somebody is responding to a comment of yours on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube for that matter, because it's probably not really me and they're just going to end up asking you for money. And it's gonna end badly. Okay, and that brings me to YouTube. A lot of people pretend to be me in the YouTube comment section. If there's a comment from me on YouTube, this is what it's gonna look like. My profile picture is gonna be there, which yes, other fake accounts use my same profile picture, but it's gonna have my name in a gray oval like this. Like, see this person below? Their name isn't in a gray oval. In fact, nobody else's name is. That's because it's my channel. I'm the one posting this. I get a gray oval around my name with a little check mark after it. Okay, at least YouTube was classy enough to give me a verified check mark just so my viewers would know it's really me. Unfortunately, you can still get a blue check mark on Instagram. And I guess I could probably get one on my wonderhussie Facebook, but they would make me pay for it. You know, now you gotta pay for verification. Ever since Elon Musk bought Twitter and changed it to X, and now anybody who wants to can get verified. I mean, I guess, why he did that, but it really makes it complicated for the rest of us who are just trying to prove who the hell we really are. So anyway, if it's me on YouTube, it's gonna look like this. If it's me on Facebook, well, it's gonna look like this. That's how you'll know you're really dealing with me. The original, the Huss. Oh dang, I just realized I should have been wearing this shirt all along just to prove my point. I am the OG wonderhussie. There's only one, and you should accept no imitations. Although, now that I think about it, wearing these glasses does make me look like a knockoff. Like, you know when you go to the swap meet and they have those fake, like fake Chanel, but they'll write Channel? Or one time when I was in Africa, actually in Namibia, I saw a guy wearing a t-shirt that said, Calvin Klein. I mean, to him, Calvin and Alvin, I guess there was no difference. Or, you know, you see those, like, Mickey Mouse t-shirts that are knockoffs, and Mickey Mouse doesn't look quite right. Like, one of his eyes is bigger than the other one, and, you know, it's not really Mickey Mouse so much as Mikey Moose. That's what these glasses probably make me look like. And that's what all these dang imposter accounts really feel like. They're not me. I can't believe anybody would fall for them, but people are. So the whole point of me making this video, even more than me just having to have something to post on Friday, was to just remind everybody to please pay attention and don't fall for these dirty, rotten scammers. Okay, that's enough out of me. I gotta go anyways. I gotta get ready to go to dinner at Villa Anita with my sister, so I better go get changed, try to do something with my funky hair. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe it's not that funky after all. Either way, whether it's funky or not, it's mine. It's all mine, because there's only one original wonderhussie.